The internet has changed everything. The way we work, the way we communicate, the way we entertain ourselves. It's all connected. At first glance, it seems like a harmless place, full of videos, social media, and endless information. But beneath that familiar surface lies a hidden world that most people never even know exists. It's a world where privacy isn't just limited. It's nearly impossible. A world where secrets, dangers, and unimaginable possibilities coexist. Imagine a place where anything you've ever wanted, anything you've ever been curious about, can be found, but at a cost. A place that exists parallel to the internet you know, hidden, encrypted, and intentionally obscured from the eyes of the average user. Most people think the internet is just Google searches, YouTube videos, and Instagram feeds. But what if I told you that what you see is only a tiny fraction, just the tip of the iceberg? Beneath the surface, there's a vast network where everything from personal information to illicit activity exists in plain sight, yet completely invisible unless you know how to look. In this hidden realm, anonymity reigns. Curiosity can lead you to places you never imagined. But should you step inside? To understand the hidden layers of the internet, we first need to break it down. Most of us spend our days on what ES called the surface web, everything that is easy to access and indexed by search engines like Google. Sites like YouTube, Twitter, and Wikipedia make up this layer. It's vast, bustling, and constantly growing. Every second, thousands of posts, tweets, and searches take place, creating a digital footprint that is easily traceable. Beneath this familiar world lies the deep web. Unlike the surface web, the deep web isn't searchable. It's the content that exists behind passwords, firewalls, and secure databases. Your email inbox, medical records, banking information, and private company files. It's not illegal or sinister, it's just hidden from public view. And yet, despite being invisible to the average user, it makes up nearly 96% of the internet. That's right. Almost everything online exists beyond what we can see. And even further, there's the dark web. This is the tiny encrypted layer where anonymity is guaranteed and websites are intentionally hidden. Here, information travels through layers of protection. Identities are masked, and the rules of the ordinary internet no longer apply. It's a place that can be both dangerous and essential, depending on how it's used. So how does this hidden layer of the internet actually work? How can websites and users remain invisible in a world where almost everything we do online is tracked? The answer lies in encryption and routing systems designed to protect anonymity. One of the most important technologies behind this is called onion routing. Think of it like sending a letter through multiple locked envelopes. Each envelope only knows where to send the letter next, but not its origin or its final destination. As the message travels through multiple servers or nodes, each layer of encryption is stripped away until it finally reaches its destination. No one along the way can see the original message or trace it back to you. This system is what makes networks like Tor, short for the onion router, possible. Tor is essentially a browser, but one that allows users to access websites hidden from the public, identifiable by random strings ending in onion. Traditional browsers won't work on these sites, but Tor routes your connection securely, keeping both the site and your identity hidden. This is why the dark web can exist in parallel with the internet we know. It's not a separate world, it's the same digital space, just encrypted, hidden, and anonymous, waiting for those who know how to navigate it. While the dark web can be fascinating, it comes with serious risks. One of the most obvious dangers is illegal activity. From drugs and counterfeit documents to stolen personal data, the dark web can put both buyers and sellers at risk of criminal prosecution. Law enforcement agencies around the world actively monitor these networks, and while anonymity is strong, it isn't perfect. One wrong move can land someone in serious legal trouble. Another major risk is cybercrime. Hackers often sell stolen credit card information, social security numbers, or medical records for a fraction of their value. With just a few clicks, someone could have access to your personal information, which could lead to identity theft, fraud, or even targeted attacks. Botnets for DDoS attacks, ransomware, and malware are also widely available, meaning anyone using the dark web without knowledge or caution can become a victim, or accidentally a criminal. The dark web also exposes users to psychological dangers. Some corners host content that is deeply disturbing or illegal, from violent acts to exploitative material. Curiosity alone can expose someone to things that have long-lasting mental effects. In short, while the dark web provides privacy and anonymity, it is a high-risk environment. Navigating it without knowledge or preparation can have serious consequences, both legally and personally. Despite the risks, the dark web isn't entirely a sinister place. For many, it serves as a safe haven for privacy and free expression. In countries where governments censor the internet or restrict access to information, the dark web provides a space where journalists, activists, and ordinary citizens can communicate and share information without fear of retaliation. Major news organizations even maintain dark web portals to allow whistleblowers to safely submit sensitive information. The dark web can also have practical, less nefarious uses. For instance, it allows researchers to access information and data sets that aren't publicly available, or for people to discuss topics that might be taboo or stigmatized in their communities. Even some online marketplaces, while controversial, have argued they provide safer ways to purchase items, like drugs, than street-level alternatives, by reducing exposure to violence. Ultimately, the dark web is a tool, not inherently good or evil. Its impact depends entirely on how it's used. For some, it's a lifeline to knowledge, privacy, and freedom. For others, it's a risky and dangerous playground. The choice is yours, whether to engage with it or simply remain aware of its existence. It's a reminder that every technology has two sides: opportunity and risk, curiosity and caution.